Zoe, hi YouTube friends. Right, I've popped on today to show you my ATCs as requested by Elizabeth and Zoe. So this is my file. I have two types. Sorry about the glare. I have put this massive book that you can't see, well, if I tilt you a bit there, to try and stop the glare from the window, but there's still going to be a bit of it, I'm afraid, so you just have to see what you can see. Anyway, so I do two types. I do a collage style, which I then paint in, like in a D.D. Willingham type of style. And then I do a sort of bits and bobs type one, which I'll show you. But so this is first of all like the collage style. So I have this like baseball card file. So I've done a collage on this side. And then the reverse is I've just had this picture, which I really like, and then I know which side I'm flipping in what card I want. So we'll start with the collage side. If I get out one so that you can sort of see a bit closer. Okay, so we've got this one here. So the bird is a cutout from a magazine, and then I've painted it in the background. So I like how they come out. They're very time consuming, and I'm not wonderful at painting, so I do end up painting over and over and over it about 100 times. But I do like the effect when they come out, but I definitely have to be in the mood for doing it, because I'm not always into painting. So I'll show you another one. So this is my shark with the waves in the background. So yeah, they do come out very, very sweet. What I use is my son's old Skylanders card, because they're really thick, and you can just collage on and paint to them, and he didn't want his Skylanders cards anymore, so, or the file. So I thought, well, you know, let's not waste things. And Skylanders are sort of like out now as well. I don't think I could like have, you know, sold them or even given them away. Then, so these are the ones I have here that are not painted in. I don't know if you can see these. So this is just I've collaged on, and then I will paint in to sort of make it look more like one picture. So how I would do that is I extend things in. So like this blue I would extend up, and like sunflowers leaves I might put some like big leaves, like paint them in so it's sort of covered into the bottom bit, and then just bring the colours up on the butterfly here. So like define the blacks of the body, bring in like the blues and the purples, so it's a bit brighter. This bit of green where it hasn't fussy cut properly in, I'd either bring into the leaf of green leaves that I'd paint in, or bring in some blue to bring it into the background. This I was thinking of sort of like making into like maybe a spaceship or something with the like portholes, and then I would bring light in from there and paint it in. So I've got to be in the mood for doing it though. Have very good imagination for it, but I've got to be in the mood for painting. Then my other style, so flipping to the back of the book, back to Mrs. Roller Skatey Woman, is this sort of style. So it's a bit sort of collagey, cutie, whatnot. So I've got a few out here that I'll sort of show you. I like the sarcastic ones. So I've got this one here. Everything is awesome, rumour has it. And I've got her going slapping her face like, yeah, okay. And then I got, say like this one, if at first you don't succeed, try doing it the way your wife told you. So, bit of washi tape, and then her, I thought she was apt for this. And then sometimes I use like cards as well, so like this was a Valentine's card from Jared. Bit of washi tape, and then I've obviously cut it to the right size, and all you need is love. And how I find the right size is I have like a Skylanders card, and basically I just hold this over pictures, which I will get to in a minute, but I'll just give you a little flip through of these ones. Sorry if it's a bit glary. I will try and show you the best I can. So that these are all facing that way. sorry, brain doesn't work today. And then I have ones that are facing sort of like that way. Yeah, that was the technical term, could you tell? So I've got like best day ever with her, with doing her flamenco dancing. And inspire, like cheerleader, and dinner date with the food. And then, oh, I had a Bitto honey sweets, and I like the box and the picture, so I just cut it up and had it like that. On the back I sometimes put, I don't know if I have on that one, but sometimes I put, you know, like you get the stickers, the Mambi stickers, and there's like notes ones. I might put it on the back so you could like use it as a journal card instead of, you know, like a ATCs. They're sort of like a bit of everything. I call them ATCs, but they could be little Project Life cards, you know, miniature ones, be anything you want really. Send them off to people with a little letter on the back. So yeah, you can have them in many different themes. I have shown these before, but I've done a few more, so, and I'm trying to use up scraps first of all, so, which I will show you in just a minute. Just having a little flip. You can obviously pause this if you want to look at this in any great detail. So, yep. And I find most of my images from magazines, as we all do. I like this one. I did this one yesterday, actually. This was, I think it was actually packaging. For I think a stamp of this, and then I cut this to the right size, and she looks like she's telling the bird off, so I put don't make drama. It just like, it appealed to me, so yeah, I'm gonna cut that one out. And so yes, there we go. I like this one. I find a lot of pictures with fruit over people's eyes, like people holding fruit or vegetables over their eyes. This is a thing, right? Next time you're looking through magazines, have a look at this, because this is just this is a thing. I have a few of them, like with cucumbers. I actually did in one of my old like a collection book. Can't remember what they're called now. That was like a million years ago when we were doing those sort of collection books, wasn't it? Oh, what were they called? No idea. Anyway, I did a whole page of them, of like these people just holding fruit. Weird. Anyway, so I've just, so what? So what? Anyway, moving on from that, I will show you the thought process in this. So where should we start here? Okay, so yesterday I was cutting up, sorry, there's a slightly rude image there. Let's just put that over there before we get told off. Right, so yesterday I was cutting up from scrap card. So I'm trying to use up all the scrap card first of all. You know you have it, you have tons of it, I bet you do. Use up scrap card first of all. So I'd love a punch of this size, but I don't have a punch, so I have to do it the manual way of put this on the piece of paper, draw around it and cut it out with my scissors. So this is, this is quite good though. Stick on YouTube and have someone nattering in the background, and you can get quite a few of these cut up. So this is the first sort of thing I do, is card ones, and they're great because you can just go straight on to card. So get any one, and then you can find a image of that one maybe. So just say like that. Oh, actually, let's get that card. So you can find an image, stick it on, and then find some words to put with it. So that's not going to make any sense whatsoever, but just for argument's sake. And then you can like decorate it with stickers or washi tape, or, you know, if you've got those little gems, or do whatever you want with it. I actually have a box over here that has, if I just grab that, like has all just words, random words that I've cut out of the Mambi books that, you know, like when I've cut down or used loads of stickers on the pages, and you know it looks stuff to keep one on, so I cut it down. And then I have another one that's just got like picture stickers, so things like that. I mean, that would be really good on a card, that one, wouldn't it? That would be kind of cool, sticking that on, and then some sort of words or something. So yeah, so that's how that is. I have a few little pictures out that I might want to use, so like that, and like words, and like little comic thingies, like that. I cut out of a magazine. Oh, just a little bunny, a woman with a camera, you know, just you get the idea, just whatever appeals to you. Obviously got to be quite small, but that's good, because sometimes in magazines you see like a whole page of things that they're selling, and like they might be tea towels or something, and they have really good pictures on, and then like they have the price or something, but you can cut them right down small. So I found that handy. And then my other ones is I do paper. So this is paper. And how I get these images is when I'm going through the magazines, if I like a picture, so I have a big pile of these. Let's move you over. So I have like a wallet of them, so like one of those plastic wallets, and then anything I think's quite interesting as a background, and that's quite good, I just rip out and put in there. And then I do the same process, go through with my card and, like, you know, put it up like that, draw around it, cut it out. Now the papery ones are obviously flimsy, so you do need to stick those on some sort of background. So if I just find one, right, okay, so this is food one. Okay, sometimes if you stick a lot of images on it, then it becomes thicker and it does, you know, it's not so wibbly wobbly. I kind of like to have plain backgrounds on my cards though, so this is where your scrap ones come into play. So you just stick it on, and then you have a nice background, and then if you wanted to send it to somebody and write something on it, you've got a nice plain background. But that's why I try and go through the scrappy ones first of all. I do have lots and lots of 12 by 12 paper and other papers and cards and stuff that I could use that, you know, that, but I'd feel like they were too precious. I was cutting them down to stick something over them, so that's why I'm going through the scrappy ones first of all. So yeah, so I've got loads of these pictures that you can just cut down. Recognise that, Zoe? So yeah, that sort of thing. Then the other thing I have here, these are a bit thicker. These are actually from a book, because I used to do my journal in like cookery books or craft books, and then you'd have to take out so many pages so it wouldn't get fat. So I keep like the pages, because, you know, we use everything, don't we? So these are kind of handy because they are thicker. So what I can do, if you don't want to use like some of your scraps are actually quite nice, what I can do is cut this down so the interesting things on the back, unless I really want the picture to do a collage with, and then just collage on the other side. So yeah, just the idea if you've got any of those type things laying around. And then the other pile I have is, whenever I see these in magazines, I put these in another file. So if you've got a lot of small images, so like this one is at the back of a woman's magazine, it's called The Biscuit Tin, and it's got a biscuit tin, it has like the biscuits. I mean, these are just terribly exciting anyway, you have to hoard these, wouldn't you? And then this was in a colouring book, little birds. As you can see, I really like the biscuit tin one. Every time that came in a magazine, I mean, what's that? grab a cuppa and dip into these bite-sized reeds for that kettle on, feet up moment. So there you go. Oh, look, another one. I went mad with those. Oh, and another. Was it? Yes. And then like this, got like obviously all small images. This again, these are probably a bit too big actually. This was in, oh, I think it was in a Prima magazine type thing, like one of those. I've got like these little images. Now, I don't just keep these for the cards. These are like if I need a little image. I mean, these are pretty good, aren't they? So yeah, the butterflies. Excellent. Cars. Lots and lots of people. I thought these were really good. And then, oh, I like these. I mean, I love anything that looks like vintage advertising. I think that was just lush. Lush, lush, lush. And then these radios. Thought they kind of handy. So not just for these cards. I mean, these could come in handy for many, many things. And trees. Who doesn't love a tree? Right, so yeah, there's those. And then if you're really, really not finding any inspiration from these, then you can turn to books as well. So I got these two books. I got them at the works. They were both knocked down and cheap, because if you're going to cut up a book, you don't want to pay a lot of money for it. So this is How to Be Happy, and I love the images that are in this. So I mean, the images, and obviously got little words and stuff that you can cut up. So I mean, it's just mouth-watering, this book. Love it. Nice fish. I think that'd be too big for a card, but yeah, you can power through one of these if you want. And then I got Collage Carnival. I actually bought one of these for my friend's daughter for Christmas because it is like a little bit well, for younger people, just say type thing. But then I thought, actually I want one, and I just thought, oh, these are pretty good, because like it it tells you how to collage. Not that I need to know how to collage, but it's just got like stickers and pull out papers and all sorts of things in here that, you know, you could use, and that's quite good. I like that background. I would definitely get that out there, cut that, and, you know, do something with that. And then Zoe sent me these, which I will be making into ATCs. And then just lastly, before I run out of time, I have, here's one I prepared earlier. Actually, these two, yeah, those two were from, I made a collage in one of my, I think it was planners, and it didn't go too well. So what I did is just took the page out and then cut it down, and so I've got these two. And so then I just have a look at this one, and I have this little box here, and anytime I see something that catches my eye word-wise, like food to remember, these are like bigger ones on this side, because these are for my big collage book, although I can cut some down if I want to. And then these are little ones, so got stuff like make peace with your past, and when life, that's tiny print for me, I think I need glasses, when life, rainy day, the puddles. If you can read that better than me, please. I think that's what it says anyway. What have we got there? For a minute there, oh there, for a minute there you bored me to death. Nice. I said I do like the sarcastic line. Sweeter together? Oh, hi. Yeah, that might work. Here we go. So, as you see on this little collage that I've got here, got a lovely little beach, got a lovely little dachshund, daisies, which are my favourite flower, mermaid, and then like a log cabin, which are all lovely things. So, here we go. High five to positivity. I'll tell you what, those sort of expensive magazines like Breathe and Movements and Happiness, they do have pretty good little quotes like this that you can get out. That's if you want to be all smoochy though, and like, you know, have motivation ones, whereas I tend to be a little bit more sarcastic and dark. But yes, as we're all trying to stay positive at the moment, there you go. How lovely is that? So yeah, I might put that with that. I mean, I don't know what I put with that. What do we got? I don't trip over things. I do random gravity checks. Probably not. Hold each other close. As you can see, I've cut out all the nice ones at the moment. We've got Chubby Bunny. What else? Don't think a bit kinky. Don't think that's going to work. So hot right now. Nah. Feeling drained. I've gone to the dark side. Buttons, lucky. What's that? I like hugs, I like kisses, but most of all I like help with the dishes. That's not going to work either. But yeah, you get the gist. Add a little sparkle? I don't think so. Need a unicorn on there for that. Add a little sparkle, wouldn't you? But yeah, so you get the gist from this. That is how I go about it. And I mean, I expect you have at home like a million things that you could make them. And it is really nice. And if anything else, the cutting up the card is kind of therapeutic. Because you're just doing a monotonous cutting up of something. You can just sit there and not think about anything. And just listen to YouTube or watch the telly. So I hope this has given anybody inspiration, and I hope you've enjoyed this. If you like it. If you want to comment, please comment. I love replying to your comments. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Okay, take care then. Bye.